Well, that doesn't look like a cheerleader. Huh. Huh. Someone knocked on my door and ran away. That sounds just like something I would do if I was going to... Oh my word, someone's right behind me, aren't they?
Hello. Look, you know who I am and why I'm here.
I'm getting free money from the government?
No, you promised to review a movie with me like a year ago.
Yeah, but I don't review movies. Well, I got better, okay?
Then, consider this a relapse. You owe me.
Okay, fine. So what do you want to watch?
Star Wars?
Too good.
Birdemic?
Nah, been there, done that.
Sailor Moon?
Okay, look, are you just trying to piss me off now?
Fine. Then you leave me no other choice.
You know what? Why don't we go back to Star Wars? Luke and Leia.
Carpool!
Out of the mist, he comes from a land full of dragons and knights. With his sword and armor of air, he dazzles with countries of might. He's got blue, red, green, and blue. Magic Steve, Magic Steve. He's got the power of the review. Magic Steve, Magic Steve. The spell is done.
Playing with power!
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Conbravo, and you know what that means. It's crossover time. And I've picked a real stinker of a film for us to talk about today. Bad enough for me to actually appear in 3 dimensions for once. I know, that doesn't happen. You see, Carpool was... Steve, come on, this is really unprofessional of you. Hello?
Yeah, I'm not there anymore.
How'd you escape?
A magician never reveals his secrets. But in this case, it wasn't hard. You just kind of stared into space when the theme song played. Yeah, not really that hard.
Why don't you want to review a movie with me? It's because I'm fat, isn't it? Fattest.
Aren't you Diamanda Hagen? Yeah, let's go with that.
So what? Do you hate it that bad? Is that why you don't want to review it with me? I mean, I know it's bad, but...
I loved it!
What?
I said I loved it. What? Carpool was a 1996 film starring David Paymer and Tom Arnold. It was a critically panned film that many people criticized for the poor plot and even worse acting. Arnold was even nominated for a Razzie that year, in part due to his bad performance in this monstrosity. It was a staple among video store rentals though, and personally I remember getting it quite a few times as a kid. Look, I can't explain why. I mean, Tom Arnold isn't funny, the kids are annoying as hell, but I remember loving this movie when I was a kid.
Kids? Oh god, I'm hating this already.
Come on, buddy. Let's start from the beginning. We open on workaholic Daniel as he realizes he's very late to a very important meeting, otherwise known as movie cliche number 247. His wife tells him that she's sick, so he's gonna have to take over her responsibilities for the day. Where have I seen this before? These responsibilities include driving the carpool, to which Daniel objects, on the grounds that he f***ing hates these kids.
Don't forget you have to pick up Travis.
Why?
He joined the carpool last week.
That kid scares me. He's weird.
He's just a child.
Well, he's a very weird child.
He's not weird. They had him tested.
And I'm not insane. My mother had me tested.
At the same time, we meet Franklin, played by Tom Arnold. He's preparing for a bank robbery because his circus is going out of business, and he doesn't know how else to raise capital. We also meet Franklin's overbearing and kind of prejudiced mother,
who happens to be the greatest character in the film.
Bad time.
What the hell are you talking about?
See Franklin Laszlo?
No way! Get out of my house! Where's your partner with ya? Get out of here! What's a woman have to do to get some service around here? Get out of my way! From now on, I'm going to Denny's!
Now, who does she remind me of?
Boys, you leave that poor woman alone. It ain't her fault. She's sassy, and I'll raise you two better than that. Now, both of you put a bar of soap in your mouths, or I'll tan your hides faster than you can say sweet sassafras. Don't rock.
I didn't know we had a fat grandmother.
I didn't know we were related. We next meet the kids in the carpool, starting with Daniel's sons. Andrew.
Zip up your zipper.
I like it down.
What?
I like my zipper down.
And Bucky.
Bucky! Captain Bucky O'Hare!
Afterwards, we get to meet the rest of the carpool gang, consisting of the slow kid, the weird one, and last, but certainly not least, the...
Thank you, God.
For the next few minutes, the movie really doesn't go anywhere, which is ironic because, you know, it's a movie about a fucking carpool. Instead, we're treated to just random set pieces and cheesy jokes.
I'm not crazy.
I didn't say you were.
I was tested, you know.
Well, then you obviously cheated.
Eventually, they stop at the high-end grocery store Daniel is doing his big presentation for, called Hammerman's. Unfortunately, two crooks picked this exact moment to try and rob it, and well, all hell done broke loose.
Drop it, punk, or I drop you.
Oh, hell yes! I didn't know Shotgun Grandma from Mad Max Fury Road was in this. This just got awesome! Shotgun Grandma.
Hashtag.
Bite me.
Luckily, though, Franklin was in the store and he steps in to save the day. Now, all he has to do is wait for the cops to arrive and...
Take it. Thanks, Todd.
Wait. This has always bugged me. Why the hell did the clerk give Franklin the money?
Well, perhaps he thought Franklin was going to rob him. So...
Okay, everybody, just settle down. I'm gonna get my 2 penis and I'm getting out of here.
Well, perhaps he was just confused is all.
No. For him to to have been confused, he would have to be not only the dumbest person in the movie, he'd have to be the dumbest man on the planet. He was told to his face, that he was not being robbed. I mean, this takes a suspension of disbelief I am not prepared to tolerate. I mean, he would have to be the dumbest man in the history of mankind. He would have to be the bastard offspring of Paris Hilton and the asshole who decided that rebooting Poltergeist was a good idea.
Why Paris Hilton?
She knows.
So Franklin accidentally, but kinda on purpose, ends up taking Daniel hostage. Like you do.
I have a very big presentation today. It's not a very good day for me to be a hostage.
Hostage? That's a great idea, come on!
Franklin ends up making a deal with the group that if they take him where he wants to go, he will set them free. Daniel agrees, wanting only to get to his important meeting as soon as possible. Dad of the year, ladies and gents.
The cops find them again, and they end up driving up a parking ramp. But how will they get out of this one?
Eventually, they stop at a salon to use the bathroom because, you know, kids and stuff.
No potty breaks.
Why? Conga line. Is there room for one more?
No, take a number, buddy.
Sorry.
Franklin allows Daniel to call home,
What's your number?
911.
Very funny.
but instead Daniel calls the office in an attempt to let them know he's on his way. Dude, there's commitment to your job, and then there's complete dickery and child endangerment. Guess which camp you fall in.
After spray painting their car with hairspray, they end up in a high-speed chase with a meter maid on a rocket-powered cart. Just go with it. They lose her, but come to a police checkpoint. Obviously, Franklin puts on some sunglasses and pretends he's Daniel's gay lover in order to fool the cop.
What seems to be the problem, officer?
We're engaged in a statewide manhunt.
What a coincidence, so are we.
As you do! They get chased by the cops yet again, but lose them by driving into a refrigerated truck. Once the truck stops, they leave only to discover they've driven straight into a mall.
Well, Paul Blart and the meter maid have it out over who gets to arrest Franklin, and that's when we find out that they used to be a couple.
For once in your life, would you obey the chain of command? Now put the spear gun on the ground and walk away.
Oh, you're the expert on walking away, aren't you?
Okay, that was a bad choice of words.
And tell the people who mean the most to me in my life that in fact you had just chickened out. What would you do?
I'd shoot him.
Martha, I am so sorry.
Movie. Why do we need this backstory? You're clearly not interested in telling a riveting plot. You're banking on the star power of Tom Arnold to make you money, and you obviously take the audience for idiots.
Good guy, bad guy.
It's true, kids.
Good guy, bad guy. Good guy, bad guy. Good guy, bad guy. You're funny.
So why try to force in a subplot that clearly doesn't belong? Just... why?
I really need to pee. We get yet another car chase in this movie, and poor Rhea Perlman ends up being dragged behind the van. What am I watching? When did this turn into Teen Wolf? Eventually they realize there's only one way out of the mall. Oh, come on! You knew this was coming! And yet again, we get an example of how much of a prick this guy is. He's openly breaking the law, destroying property, and endangering the lives of 5 innocent children, just to get to his precious meeting. You, sir, are a prick!
Dude, calm down.
Don't tell me to calm down! This guy is a grade A douche nozzle. I don't want him to be our protagonist. Do you understand? I don't want him to succeed. You know what? I'm gonna take the seed, I'm gonna leave him with suck. And then I'm gonna take that seed, I'm gonna plant it in the dirt, and I'm gonna pour soil over top of it, and pack it in real nice, and I'm gonna put water on it, and out of that soil, a tree is gonna grow. A tree! And from that tree, I'm gonna pull a switch, and I'm gonna take the DVD, and I'm gonna beat the hell out of this. Go for the DVD! Go for the DVD! Go for the DVD!
Are you happy now?
I'm never happy.
The Carpool crew eventually makes it to Franklin's warehouse, where he stores all of his rides. Unfortunately, so do the thieves. Yeah, remember them?
All right, don't move. We got the money this time. We're walking.
And he's dead. Add murder to Daniel's list of douche-worthy crimes.
Andrew ends up stuck on a runaway Ferris wheel. Just go with it. So Daniel sacrifices his presentation materials in order to save them. He then climbs up the Ferris wheel, throws Andrew to Franklin, and leaps safely into a pile of stuffed animals.
Why didn't they just cut the power?
Because that would be too obvious.
Anyway, they finally get to Daniel's big meeting with Hammerman. He throws out his original pitch and instead talks to the grumpy old CEO about family and the importance of marketing towards a younger demographic. You know, Economics 101.
I like it. All right!
Yeah! And they say Hammerman's heart grew 3 sizes that day.
So Hammerman, Daniel, and Franklin go into business together. Because why not? Franklin gets away with only community service, and Franklin's mom ends up destroying a Sizzler as our credits roll.
Get back in there! No, man! She bit me!
Salad bar? That's what I think of your salad bar!
Ugh. She looks like the girl from Brave gained about 200 pounds and became an unstoppable death machine. I dig it.
So that was Carpool. What did I think about it? Well, it was atrocious. While there are indeed some good ideas here, they're buried under an avalanche of bad ideas. None of these kids are remotely likable and come off as stereotypes of stereotypes that don't remotely behave like actual human beings. There's one scene in the film where I just lost it. The kids actually lecture their father that the kidnapper, their armed kidnapper, is in the right. And we're supposed to side with the kids because he's fun. Yes, there was a good premise here at some point, but it ended up like a typical car ride with typical family members. We all just ask when it's going to end. Steve, you agree with me, right?
Yeah, I still love it.
What?
Look, the movie is bad, I'll be the first to admit it, but aside from the nostalgic value, I really think it's a decent kids' film. The script is silly, but it has some genuinely funny lines, and the acting is kind of top-notch.
You got a point there, buddy. Give me 5.
The name is Hammerman, and I wouldn't give you 3.
Even Tom Arnold doesn't mess it up. Call it a guilty pleasure if you want, but I give this movie a recommendation. Oh. Huh. A package from Zenith. I wonder what it is he sent me. That son of a... Surprise!
Timing.
Time! I am not prepared to tolerate...
I was trying so hard.
I don't know what you can do the King of the Hill.
I don't know you.
I don't know you.
That's my purse.
That's my purse. I don't know you. Fine. Let me explain.
Lucy, you've got some explaining to do.
And the asshole who decided that rebooting Poltergeist was a good idea.
Why Paris Hilton?
She knows.
Okay, that worked.
We got it.
I don't know if you saw it, but the whole time, like, to avoid corpsing, I was like looking around.
That's fine. You're like you're off early. This is getting deep.
Like.
And 2, I have an army.